I get goosebumps thinking about it, you know. It's the feeling that I had when I was a young guy at the Bronx, and it's never been here until this year.
I've been looking forward to this couple of days for a number of weeks now. I think it's great that we've got to get offside.
I think it's really important to get out of your own environment, to just, I guess, clear your head, come in with a clear mindset and then discuss things that you really want to discuss that, you know, I don't want to cram into a day-to-day pre-season.
It's not made up, it's factual, and it plays a part in whether you win or lose games. There's always outliers, but I'll get on with it.
For our season in last year in 2020, it was really split into two halves, and around 1 to 10 compared to 11 to 20 was just such a huge difference.
Obviously, we play a lot better, didn't we? Back half of the year, which we all agree on. So, possession, round 1 to 10. There's your top 5. Okay? That's where we were. Down there with the Broncos, the Bulldogs, the Dragons. There's 11 to 20. They won the comp. They were predicted to win the comp. Look where we finished. Absolutely flying.
I wanted to, I guess, show them why. It wasn't just all of a sudden they woke up around 11 and they could play.
Best point on that was we changed from one in for a play to having shape every play.
Last year's not going to have an impact on this year, but they need to understand what the differences were, and I think it's important for our season.
It's 3 aspects. And that's why we finish the year so well. We've got to order. Okay, then the 1%ers. Dave, I'll be doing that. Massive on these. These are the hardest working things.
We're at a stage now where we're getting a bit of identity. Last year was just a little glimpse of what we can do when we're connecting together. I don't think we're anywhere near where we need to be, still. Like, just because we won 5 games last year doesn't mean we're going to go and do it this year. My memory of that, just one day it just clicked.
We had a good game against Penrith, but we lost, and then the following week we played really well against the Roosters, had a couple of tough calls and a couple of silly errors that cost us the game in the end, but we really pushed the Premiers.
And we're going, why are we playing crap like that when we can play like this every week?
Everything changed. The team was just working so much harder for each other, and we had trust in each other, and it was like a switch flicked, and we were just working as one. Go!
It wasn't the first game we won that clicked to me that we had it. It was the previous 2 or 3 that we lost. It was the effort there. At the end of the day, we didn't play finals. We got 9th, and we can't be happy and content with that.
there's always going to be in the back of your head, like, you get beaten 40-0 3 times in a row. The next week, if they score straight away, everyone's lying in the back of the head. They're not saying, frick, here we go again. But when I started coming through, I think the highest I remember finishing was nowhere inside the 8 when I was probably in the 20s in the NRL system. So you walk around the Gold Coast, it's not like everyone's spraying you, but you just know it's kind of a bit of a laughing stock. And one of my brother's mates was saying, like, why'd you sign there? That year, I remember thinking just, frick, this isn't fun at all. I'm not enjoying this. And that's the reason you play your footy, because it's your dream. And I remember I got picked in the Australian Nines at the end of that year, and we went on to win that comp. And I just remember, I think we won 5 games in the couple of days that we played. I remember there with Jai Arrow saying, how good's this winning? Like, this is the funnest ever. When you get the wooden spoon, your closest mates who, you know, they don't play footy, they think, you're going to win this week? They're mocking you. And at the end of last year, they were saying, like, you boys going all right, eh? And they start wanting to come to games, and there's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon.
You know, the minute I come in, he's upbeat. He talks fast because that's the way he runs. He runs fast, so everything's sort of 100 mile an hour when you're talking to him.
24/7, every single question was, what position are you? And for a long time, I genuinely didn't know. I said, I don't know if I'm a 5'8" or fullback. I seem to be playing better footy at fullback, but I was feeling more comfortable in the halves.
We don't hate, we just do what we supposed to do. We shut it down.
The 2020 season was the first year I got a full pre-season at fullback, and I've never felt better there.
Just it down.
Doing some amazing things, and was rewarded with a Queensland jersey later in the year, and it was well deserved.
Some lovely stories in this game. AJ Brimson, the great fullbacks that have worn that number 1. Gets away from a flimsy tackle, strides inside 30, puts the kick in. Here comes Brimson.
He's special. I think probably one of the most exciting kids I've seen in maybe 2 to 3 decades.
And as we enjoy another bit of AJ Brimson magic.
It's NBA inspired. You don't follow my eyes.
Taylor, Brimson the tap.
Definitely a fan of the way he plays rugby league.
Great to see him back. He's a fullback.
A big coincidence in us winning the last 5 with AJ at the back.
Obviously can finish a try off there. Great speed. Brimson away.
You'll be struggling and he just pulls something out. You sit back and watch and just think, like that's amazing. Like, how can someone do that? I'm just a front rower. All I do is take hit-ups and he's there stepping, and he beats 13 players in one run.
At the moment, I'm walking into training and loving it, and I'm on a massive confidence boost at the moment, coming out of a State of Origin series, and I'm just making sure I don't get ahead of myself at all, but I definitely believe that 2021 is going to be a big year for me. I want to be on the Gold Coast for my whole career. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to live anywhere else. And once again, I don't want to leave here and see the club go on the up without me.
I think as a club we knew something had to change because of the way we were travelling. Tyrone Peachey, and at the moment playing lock. I was at a pretty successful club, and we were travelling pretty well and got an offer to come up to Gold Coast, and I think it was too good of a deal to turn down. So I don't know, my mindset, I just thought, oh, she'll be right, and go up here and turn it around. But the 2 years prior to this one were pretty difficult, I suppose. The first year we got the wooden spoon, and I've never come last in anything in my life, so that was a crazy time. Like I just didn't know what to do, how to deal with it. I had to think about it the next year, and I definitely was, I suppose, comfortable, and because we were rocking up and I knew that I was in the spot. You kind of take your foot off the gas, you don't train as hard, you don't eat as healthy, and just all those little things, they all add up. Justin come along and made us pull our heads in, I suppose. There's a lot of big name players that got dropped. We had a chat, a deep chat, like a real conversation, and just talked about life and footy, I suppose, and I just asked him if I could play lock. It was good, like, to hear. He told me that I wasn't playing that good and I don't deserve it, but he's going to give me the chance. He gave me that number 13 jersey, and yeah, we haven't lost since.
Oh! That's a keeper. I see where it come from. Dirty water.
I'm not too sure why everyone's so happy around training. It's a good vibe. I think the new coach coming kind of reinvigorated everyone's energy, and you could see he's come from a good system with the Roosters, and we had that where I was at my previous club when we were going well, so there's a lot of similarities there.
Reed, just have to move them back a bit, mate, because we're coming out to that yellow one. Good work, Reed Joe. It's quick. Here we go, boys. Oh, that's good. Oh, no. Too many going behind, boys. Gonna get blokes smashed in again.
There's a good feeling around the club, and him coming with his energy kind of helped in that way to get that spark and love for the game back, and I suppose that's why everyone's smiling and enjoying themselves now.
Sky King, and it's worth 2.
We're over it, so we're going to let you boys train that. We're watching for the gym, alright? So there you go. Alright, go, turn up.
He just taught us about the basics again, I suppose, and we had to start from ground up because we were so lost in culture and the way we played the game.
Make sure you're testing your partner in.
I know on the outside when I played at Penrith is just to come up here and get the win, bring your jeans, and then you get to go out and have a drink on the Goldie, but we finished the way we did last year because of him, so it's a lot different now.
Quick drink. 2 minutes are on. Everyone down here.
There's that many good players here now, and it's going to be extremely difficult to be in that top 17. I had a really good off-season, trained a lot with our trainer Joel. Because of that reason, we have so many good signings in David, Tino, Herman. They're all massive forwards. I think I'm that difference, I suppose. I'm smaller, a bit agile, got ball work and league speed, so try and bring that as much as I can into the team, and hopefully that gets me that 13 jersey for round 1. It's good to see Brian got the Players Player last year. He improved that much. Like, if he didn't play some games, we would have got smoked. We did fitness, and he always takes his shoes off in con. I've been in 12 NRL pre-seasons, and that's the first time I've seen someone run barefoot. He's just a chilled kid, like, he doesn't seem like a footy player. He's not late, but he's always last. Everyone's looking around for him, but you know he's going to walk in with like 10 seconds to go. He'd just come in and like do his little thing. He put me at centre over him, and then like there was a switch on the coach. From then on, like he was dead set his favourite player, like telling the boys like, oh, he's need to be more like Brian. You hated him at the start of the year. What are you talking about?
Some truth to that. He tries to tell it very honestly, but with BK I didn't think he was rising enough for what I like, so it was a bit of a rocky start.
I think I'm just, not casual, but I'm just cruisy, and people can look at it different ways, not being switched on and that, but I guess that's just me and how Brian Kelly is. I probably pushed it a bit too far, I guess, where, like Peach said, it sort of affected my selection for the team. Brian Kelly and Gold Coast Titans centre. Growing up here, pretty much my whole life, didn't really move away for footy. At the start I got to do all my junior league and everything here in Ballina. Being connected to my family and community and my country here on Bunjalung land, it means a lot to myself and a big part of me and my family. Yeah, I guess with me, I just like to probably not think about footy too much. Like I'd play music, I'd dance. I was on the bench round 1, Peach was starting centre, and I was pretty upset about it, but I probably looked like I didn't care too much at training, but I did. I sat down with Justin after the break, and yeah, we just, I guess the saying was attention to the detail. Little things like Zoom meetings, rocking up a good time, purposeful extras, and then just little things like that. When no one's looking, I guess, helped us build trust and honesty with our little relationship. Round 1 in Cowboys, we had a few injuries in the back, so I got put on the wing. I didn't really want to be there, but I knew it was an opportunity to get back in the team. Like usually when I'm stretching, doing rolling and stuff, I'm just like, oh, about to go out and get flogged. But I don't know if I'm getting fitter or it's just a mindset thing, but it's weird. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, 4 years in and I'm liking it.
And I don't think it was all of a sudden that it just went that easy. I think he really committed to wanting to be a great player every week. As for the boots off, I do joke about him now that I know if we've had a hard enough session because the boots have come off, and if we're still on at the end of training, we haven't trained long enough.
Put my head down, shuffle my feet. You'll never get the best of me. Your sticks and your stones are what I used to build a home. And I may have sleepless nights, but I enjoy the moonlight. I collided with the earth and met my maker in the eyes. I should have turned away, but I stayed. I collided with the earth and met my maker in the eyes. I should have turned to gold, but I love tremble. Pitch black
the practice what we've done for the last 3 months. Go out there and practice those combinations with the guy next to you.
30 seconds. It's going to go wrong. Brothers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
As we get set for the Titans and the Warriors. We're underway here in Lismore. Here's Tino Fasuamalawi again, and Fasuamalawi is through. Oh! Wallace scores for the Titans. Full time here at Oaks Oval in Lismore, northern New South Wales. The Gold Coast Titans and the Warriors, 12 points all. It finishes in a draw.
I spent a fair bit of time down at training just to, be around, support where I could, and it just seemed like a very sombre place. They'll give you a smile because, they just felt like they needed to give you a smile. You go down there now, the boys are smiling. And walking around with their heads up, chest out, and they just looks like they want to be there. Yes, they know they have to work hard, but there's an environment there right now that's enjoyable for them, and they now have a coach that is come with a winning attitude. A lot of the boys seem to be able to get along with him, and he seems to be able to manage the players as people.
You just got to live it every day, and you got to make the players know that we're there to, give them the best chance of playing their best footy. I want players to come to our club knowing they're going to be better players and be successful. I want to get it in the right order where you're coming for the right reasons, and staff and players, and include everybody in that, everybody in the club. There's a lot of good people working in our front office that have seen a lot of tough years, and I want them to see the good times as well.
You got it, Darryl?
Chicken.
Ooh.
Right work, Dave.
What are they on? None. They're by the rock.
You get looked at as well because you're the head of the snake, and everyone wants to point fingers, you know. I wanted to hang around here because I've been through those dark days and I can see the club going in the right direction. I wanted to pay the club back in some way to bring them success. I want them to be successful so bad because we've been through so much. I've played in some good sides over the years, like some premiership sides. I represented my country, like 1 in 4 nations, like competitions, all that. And I think this group of guys here is on par with those teams. Like, I've got that feeling about this group. And we work just as hard as those teams. We've got just as much skill as those teams, and they've got some really big name players in some of those sides. And I think we've got the formula here to do something special, but have that patience as well, because it's not just going to happen just like that.
It will be a huge reward for the people that have sat by this club. They've stuck true and they've rusted on, and all they've wanted is to believe in their local team.
We don't have to win the comp this year, but I just want to be playing finals footy. You know, we finished 9th last year, 1 point out, and everyone that's coming in now, I think, is recognising that. We're not a club that you come to have a good lifestyle, go to the beach and relax on weekends.
We want to make it a powerhouse club. We don't want to be the easy beats no more.
Where to from now for the Titans? And I've no doubt in the direction that we're heading. Everyone aspires to premierships, but we need to win a premiership.
I know people think it's only a matter of time before the Titans may struggle again and be on death's door, but I see the opposite. I think the Titans are ready for a real regeneration phase, and I think they can dominate the league one day.
I'll say to the players all the time, you know, if we're playing well, people will turn up, and if we're not, there's so many things to do on the Gold Coast. You know, you've got a million options, and making a trek to Seabus won't be one of them, unless, if we're playing well, you're going to find a reason to come, and you're going to put all those other things aside.
This is our life. This is our team. It's our reputation as well. It's not just the Titans' reputation.
You don't know what they stand for. This is the last stand for a rookie coach.
We want to be a group that forges a new legacy for all the Titans.
It is the Titans as good as we've seen.
It was great to wait to finish. Haven't achieved anything yet. It's a new year. But I still think we need to be patient around success.